Well. It has been quite the day, y'all. It has been quite an amazing opportunity for all of us. I'm just excited for these young adults that have put in so much work and so much time and just so much energy throughout the past 7 months. If you see right behind me, we got a couple big checks because we have the pitch competition coming up tonight. Bear with me. We're going to have to make sure we leave room in the studio for my man Julius, who should be jumping in shortly. But just to give y'all an introduction of what we've been up to, if y'all just missed it, we had our last team project with young adults from Brazil and here in Chicago, our Dance Music Scene Awards. It was an amazing opportunity just to hear from some people around the world that are really passionate about dance and about the different awards that can be offered in the music community. So if you missed that, man, check back in. We have some people jumping in. I have a lot of people in backstage. What I would ask of y'all, if y'all could do me a favor, if you are not a judge or a finalist, if you could jump out of backstage and make sure that only judges and finalists are backstage. Everyone else, if y'all could tune in through Facebook or Instagram, that would be greatly appreciated, just so that we can make sure that we have room for everyone that needs to be on stage, especially my man Julius. So, one more time, unless you are a judge or a finalist, if everyone else could pop out, and if you see me pop you out, I apologize. I'm going to pop a couple people out here just in case. Okay, great. So, what we had this year is we had young adults from Brazil, from South Africa. I'm going to bring some of our judges up and some people into the stream. And then from here on the west and south sides of Chicago. And what we did is we wanted to create a safe environment for these young adults and really allow them the opportunity to focus on mental health, on workforce readiness, and on entrepreneurship. And so these young adults went through a series of workshops, 30 workshops, and they were able to showcase their passion, whether it be in an individual passion project or in a team project, of which you may have just saw one of those. And it really was an opportunity to connect these young adults not only with industry leaders that can help them gain the skills that they need to get into the workforce, but also connecting them with just the resources, right? The opportunity, the motivation to find, define, and follow their passion into the workforce. And all of this was in partnership with Mi Casa Holiday, which is a travel and music community uh, doing things around the world within the music community. Just an amazing organization. If you want to take a trip and you want to just have that opportunity to be a part of a family that's doing amazing things by connecting people globally, man, such an amazing opportunity. So connect with them, Mi Casa Holiday. Again, the young adults had that opportunity to showcase their passion in the middle of Mi Casa Holiday Weekends Festival. And so we had our Global Music Festival Saturday in person, where we had workshops from folks around the world within art, music, entertainment, sports, culinary. We had a mental health panel and just an amazing opportunity for these young adults to really, again, just be connected, right? We've gone through a pandemic. We're in the middle of a civil rights movement. So there's a lot of negativity. How do we connect them with that positivity? Um, Bear with me, y'all. There's Julius, the mad thinker, my business partner, my friend, and the wife
Hey.
helped me while I'm trying to maintain some of this backstage. I was getting a little nervous here, so sorry if I kick some people out. You'll have a chance to jump back in. If I did kick you out, try and get back in. If not, jump in on Facebook or on YouTube at Your Passion First. Julius, speak to the people a little, man. Tell them what's going on.
Oh man, so it's been an amazing week. Um, it's been an amazing week. It's been a lot of work. I didn't realize how quickly things were going to like transpire after coming back from Mexico. I didn't realize how much uh, work the like jumping into a nonprofit. Like a lot of times when I talk to people early on, and they were like, "Okay, man, that's great. It's great that you're doing this work." I'm like, "Yeah, this is awesome." And then I got in and started digging deep to realize how much work it actually was. And really, the work was more about understanding that you're not going to understand everything. You're not going to understand what kids are going through. You're not going to understand what they think about, from minute to minute, day to day. You're not going to understand like how to communicate the right way the first time, the second time, the third time. But what I did understand was their hearts, and I understood like just someone being there for them and allowing them to be themselves, and then to let them uncover like that talent and that fire and that passion and that thirst to move towards something that maybe they didn't think was possible or it was way back, and then we just kind of helped open the door a little bit and let them do what they needed to do. So this week has and this entire year has shown me that it's it was supposed to. I thought I was going to kind of blow through and do what I normally did, but it really just stopped me, and it really made me just appreciate life, appreciate what others have to go through.
Yeah, that's it, bro. We're all dealing. I'm gonna bring Vanessa in because I know we want to translate for some of the
Yeah,
young adults that are here in Brazil, but you hit it spot on, man. We're all going through different things, and it's sometimes so difficult um to really just relate. But if we just listen to people, it's really not that hard. It's really not that hard to listen to it from their perspective versus trying to tell them, what they have to do. So let me bring in Vanessa on the stream because I know that. Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you. How are you all?
We're good, Vanessa. It has been a long, fruitful, progressive, amazing year, and you, as one of the most amazing translators I've ever met, have done such a wonderful job of just being there for us and helping us push this through. So thank you.
I thank you for the opportunity to be here to know new things and to be part of this amazing project that really touched the life of many young adults, not just Brazilians, but also gave them a chance to connect to a lot of people that made a difference in their lives.
Love it. Love it.
awesome. So, Chris, what do we have in store for us coming up here?
So this has been quite the exciting venture, you all. We have two young adults from Chicago, and we have two sisters from Brazil that are going to be facing off in the finals. And listen, this vote wasn't easy, y'all. We had over 700 people vote, okay, in about 2 days within our app. Um, we hope it doesn't get to a tiebreaker, but if it does, we may ask you to go into the app one last time and break the tie. But just to see the amount of support poured out was amazing. Julius, do we want to show some of these videos? I know we have some things here.
Yeah, I think for everyone who didn't really get the opportunity to see all of the contestants. We have highlight reels for all of them. So we're going to spend like the next like 10, 15 minutes just watching some of those. And then we're going to go into our honorable mentions, and then we're going to get to the actual finalists. So, thank all of our judges here, Eva and Jeff and Sony. Thank you so much. And this will also kind of give you guys an opportunity to see what we've experienced over this last week and what these kids, for the pitch competition in general, was able to, like, what they had to go through. We went from videos not working to internet issues, but they all pulled it together, and I'm just so proud of them. And I'm sorry, Vanessa, if I'm a little bit long-winded. You can paraphrase.
Okay. Can I? Should I say what
Sure.
you and Chris were saying before I came from backstage?
Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Ok, no problem. Então vamos lá, gente. Primeiro, eu vou dar uma palhinha aqui do que aconteceu antes de eu entrar do backstage. Então, o que aconteceu foi o Chris estava explicando um pouco sobre o que o projeto ele é, como que ele impactou na vida de vários jovens adultos, dos participantes do programa. Então, assim, falou sobre a importância do porquê que o programa ele existe, né? Que ele afeta, que na verdade não afeta, não somente afeta, mas ele foi voltado justamente para pessoas, para jovens adultos que não têm tantos recursos, né? Então, é mais difícil para essas pessoas, para esses jovens, seguir a paixão deles. Muitas vezes a gente não sabe nem sobre o que a gente é apaixonado, e no momento eles deram painéis e workshops de saúde mental, foram mais de 30 workshops no total, e não só sobre saúde mental, mas sobre como se conectar com as pessoas do seu meio. Então, a gente foi trabalhado durante todo esse tempo, parte artística, parte culinária, então, focando no que as pessoas são apaixonadas. E como conectar as pessoas e as paixões delas com pessoas que já têm um conhecimento daquilo, então pessoas importantes da área, pessoas que têm o que dizer, têm como te guiar, né? Então, eles fizeram todo esse caminho de suporte e apoio durante todo esse tempo para os jovens adultos, e é disso, sabe? Em questão também do momento que se está vivendo, né? Então, tem a pandemia, tem uma grande luta sobre direitos civis, então é um momento muito delicado e que requer muito suporte. E que mesmo que às vezes seja meio difícil de você virar e falar, de dar as respostas para as pessoas, não é tão difícil de você ouvir. E ouvir, às vezes, é o suficiente. Então, o Julius falou que nem sempre você consegue entender o que a pessoa está passando, ou entender o que a outra pessoa ela quer dizer, mas ele conseguiu se conectar com os corações das pessoas envolvidas no projeto, e que isso em si foi muito gratificante. Logo em seguida, yes?
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Oh, don't worry. Daí, o que aconteceu foi deles falarem um pouquinho mais sobre a competição de pitch. Então, o que está acontecendo agora vai ser são 2 jovens adultos de Chicago e são 2 irmãs aqui do Brasil que estão participando agora das finais. Então, foram mais de 700 votos em 2 dias. E não é para ter empate, mas caso aconteça, ele vai pedir para que a gente entre e vote uma última vez.
I thought I was listening.
We will try and keep it in shorter bursts. Before we show this video, let's make sure that we introduce our judges here a little bit.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we'll start with Jeff, but before that, Jeff, let her translate, and then I'll let you go ahead and start off.
Então, eu achei que você fosse deixar isso até um pouco mais curto, mas tá ótimo. A gente vai, então, apresentar os nossos jurados. Vamos começar pelo Jeff.
And I'll give Jeff a little bit of an interlude. Jeff is a great friend of mine. We've been playing baseball together. Hopefully another year this year. We'll see if I can break the cleats out. But we've been playing baseball together for a while, over 12, 13 years. And he's just been an amazing supporter of Your Passion First, and just, honored to have him as a friend and as a supporter of the organization.
Yeah, back at you, Chris. I mean, I'm honored to be here to be part of the finals judging, also representing OneSpan as well. I mean, watching all the stories and the talent pitches and passion that I've seen just from the event over the past week, it's been extremely inspiring. So I'm looking forward to the finals here. It's sad it's almost over. I'm sure you guys have had ready for your own holiday, I guess, after this week has been up. But I'm excited to see what's in store, and who doesn't love a giant novelty check? So it's I'm looking forward to seeing the finals here.
Cool.
Então, a gente vai começar com o Jeff. Jeff, deixa eu dar uma palhinha. Ele é um grande amigo meu, tá? A gente tem jogado beisebol juntos, por 12, 13 anos. Então, ele é um amigo muito querido meu. Ele tá sempre dando apoio e suporte pro projeto Your Passion First. Ele é um grande amigo e apoiador. Então, ele passa pro Jeff. Jeff diz que é uma grande felicidade estar aqui e ser um dos jurados. Que wait, that was a lot. I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's okay.
Okay,
no problem.
Evia, did you happen to hear it? Can you? You might be on mute, Evia.
Yeah, I was on mute. Yeah. I was even going to ask if you want me to speak in Portuguese, so we give her a break. That is a lot for her to do.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Absolutely. So we could just, the end of what Jeff was saying is that, Jeff, what was the very end of what you were saying?
Who doesn't love giant novelty checks? I don't know where I'm not sure where the end was. Just
I think that's a perfect ending.
Yeah.
Okay, Vanessa, you can finish that right there.
Então, o que ele tinha falado antes era... Desculpa, foi meio grande, então acabei me perdendo. Mas o que ele falou antes era em questão de muito bacana estar aqui tudo, e bacana ter todo esse empenho, toda essa galera junta e com tanta empolgação. Muito bom ver a paixão de todo mundo nesses últimos dias, e é uma pena que está acabando, né? Todo mundo teve um feriado meio longo, provavelmente, mas foi muito bacana. E quem não adora cheques gigantes?
Chris?
Awesome. So, Julius, do we want to... Yeah.
Let's go through the rest of our guests. And Evie, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
All right. Yeah, I recently became a partner of Your Passion First. I'm excited to be part of here, part of this. Also from Brazil. I've been living in Chicago for the past almost 17 years, actually. Yeah, but it's such a joy. And Vanessa, you're doing an amazing job. Bom trabalho. Keep it up. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm an acting instructor in the area. I also teach online classes for young adults. My heart was always with youth, and it's such a pleasure to be part of this event and also being a bridge between cultures and everything. So, yeah, let's keep it short.
Yes, awesome. And did you want to translate yourself, Evie?
Yeah, sure, of course. So, eu sou brasileira, moro aqui nos Estados Unidos já tem 17 anos. Até o intervalo entre o tempo eu errei em português de novo. Eu sou professora de preparadora de atores aqui e fiz parceria com a Your Passion First recentemente. Participei do evento deles no sábado agora, que foi num centro de artes aqui em Chicago, e foi uma alegria, um prazer imenso. Eu sempre tive o coração voltado para trabalhar com jovens, e está sendo uma alegria agora, depois de tanto tempo morando fora do Brasil, fazer essa ponte entre as duas culturas e estar de volta trabalhando com adolescentes e jovens, jovens adultos. Enfim, é isso. E um privilégio e uma alegria poder falar em português também. Obrigada.
Awesome. And of course we have Sony with an I. Oh my goodness, Sony. The day that I met you, like we just kind of connected. She's a recording artist, a DJ, producer, dancer, sneakerhead. I just found out. Oh my goodness, out of New York, and just always putting it down with just an amazing energy. But tell us a little bit about yourself as well after Vanessa translates what I just said.
Thank you. Então a gente vai seguir aqui com a Sony with an I. E, ela é incrível, é uma ótima produtora, ela faz artista de gravação. Acabei de descobrir recentemente que gosta muito da colecionadora de tênis. Então, assim, é uma incrível, é um prazer imenso ter ela como jurada. Vou deixar ela falar assim que a gente traduzir.
Awesome. So, Sony, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh man, you summed it up. I mean, New York born and raised. And you know, music has always been my life. Fortunately, it's always surrounded me and it's always brought out the best in me. And it's always been there for me through my ups and downs. And that's of course how we met each other. I support 100% what anything that Julius is doing and the Mi Casa Su Casa family is involved with. It's not just about the music, but it's about community and uplifting people. And that's what this should be about at the end of the day.
Então, você assim, resumiu basicamente tudo, né? Então, nascida e criada em Nova York, com a música sempre me rondando, sempre ao meu redor. Então, ela sempre me acompanhou durante todos os momentos da minha vida, durante os meus altos e baixos, felizmente. E, inclusive, foi assim que a gente se conheceu. Dou super apoio ao Mi Casa Su Casa e tudo que o Julius está fazendo. Então, é incrível. Muito, muito bom estar aqui.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun.
Awesome.
Não, vai ser divertido. Tô animada.
Cool. So what we'll do is we'll watch some of the highlight reels, you know, what everyone has missed, and then we're going to have some honorable mentions, and then we're going to get down to the actual competition between the young adults.
Então,
Julius, do we want to bring the young adults in while we're watching these highlight reels?
Sure.
Cool.
Então a gente vai fazer alguns destaques aqui do o que aconteceu, o que alguém pode ter perdido, antes de a gente trazer os jovens adultos e já partir direto para os resultados e para as apresentações, né? O Chris pergunta, você não acha bacana trazer já eles enquanto a gente vai fazer os destaques? Ele, tranquilo, e agora os jovens adultos estão chegando.
All right. I'm going to do my best with this and pray that there's not a lag. So just let's keep our fingers crossed.
Então, eu vou tocar isso aqui, vou torcer para não travar nem nada. Então, dedos cruzados, todo mundo vai.
And these are everyone who has entered the competition, and we have a few of these, so let's
Então, o que a gente vai mostrar aqui vai ser de todo mundo que entrou na competição. Então, são alguns já.
Hello, my name is Irving. I'm the owner of East Texas Kids. Today I'll be showing you guys a deep cleaning on a pair of Just Do It Air Force Ones. These will be getting done a deep cleaning and also a sole deoxidation process. All cleanings come with insole cleanings. They come with lace cleanings. They come with sock lint removals. Any deep stains or anything like that will be removed if possible.
Uh,
He's
all right.
on it, y'all. If y'all didn't see him too, in the sneaker freaks, go back and
Yeah.
check that Sneaker Freaks out on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah.
So Chris, there's a huge lag right now, so it looks like the videos are these. Are you playing over the internet or are you?
Is there?
Yeah.
Nike Air Force One.
So you can stop it.
Art has
Over
always
internet?
been part of my family.
Yeah.
My dad used
Okay. So did you? Are you playing the actual file, or are you playing it over the internet?
YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. There's going to be a lag. It's no problem. So okay. So why don't we meet some of the young adults, and then I will try to pull some of those videos actually.
Então, a gente colocou alguns vídeos, o Chris colocou alguns vídeos, só que por estarem direto do YouTube, então acabou que teve alguns probleminhas, alguns erros técnicos, uma travadinha. Então, enquanto isso, vamos conversar com um pouquinho dos jovens adultos.
Awesome. Let's start with Thais, since she's already warmed up and been on a little bit. For people that are just tuning in, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
And Thais, just so we know that we have Thais and we have Kishwan, and they're in the older competition from 20 to 24, and then we have Nate and Leticia in the 14 to 19 competition, so everyone knows that. We'll let you translate, Vanessa.
Então a gente vai começar com a Thaís, já que ela já está aquecida, já está no pique, já está no caminho já, por causa da apresentação anterior. A Thaís é uma das finalistas, junto com o Kishwan, eles são os nossos participantes, nossos finalistas mais velhos. E depois a gente tem a Letícia com o Nate, que são os nossos participantes, nossos finalistas mais jovens.
Awesome. So Thais.
And let's go next.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good, Thais. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm really excited. I've just been in the event of our teams from Your Passion First program. It was amazing. My whole life, I felt connected with art, and music is my passion. It's what I do and what I love. I am really passionate about everything that I've learned in this year. Through Your Passion First program is really amazing. I could develop myself and improve myself a lot. I feel really connected to all those people that I've met. When I was a kid, I just started singing when I was like 6 or 7 years old. My parents put me on a choir course. I've always sung in church, and it was always something really special for me. It was how I felt alive, and I never thought that I really would do this for life, because in Brazil it's pretty hard to be an artist. You don't have much opportunities, but Your Passion First taught me that is possible, and I can work. I work hard, do my best, connect myself with the right people, and I can do it. I can make it happen. I'm just 20 years old, and I still have a great path ahead of me. I know that I have many things to do, and I'm ready for it. Feel ready because of everything that I've learned and for the support that I had in this program. And I'm really excited to keep working on it and keep making friendships that will guide me through my way.
Awesome, beautiful. And Vanessa, I know that's a lot, but you can translate, or Thais, you can translate yourself.
Yeah.
Tem tosse sim. Basicamente, eu estou muito animada, acabei de sair do evento que o meu time produziu, o pessoal do YourPassion1st, que é o programa que a gente participou esse ano. Foi algo muito, muito maravilhoso para mim, eu pude aprender demais. Esse ano eu senti que me desenvolvi muito, principalmente na minha paixão. Desde criança eu tenho muita paixão pela arte, e música é aquilo que eu amo fazer. Eu nunca pensei que eu ia realmente poder trabalhar com isso, porque aqui no Brasil a gente não tem muitas oportunidades para artistas, e é bem difícil seguir esse caminho quando você não tem umas certas conexões. Mas nesse ano eu pude aprender muito a respeito disso. O Your Passion First me ensinou que eu posso sim trabalhar com aquilo que eu amo, eu posso transformar, fazer dinheiro com a minha paixão. E todas as pessoas que eu conheci esse ano me ajudaram bastante, continuam me ajudando. Eu tenho só 20 anos, eu sei que eu tenho um grande caminho pela frente, e eu me sinto preparada por causa de tudo que eu aprendi. Eu me sinto feliz, eu me sinto disposta a dar o meu melhor, a continuar trabalhando, a continuar fazendo amizades que vão me guiar, que vão me ajudar. E eu só tenho a agradecer por estar aqui, por todas as pessoas que eu conheço.
And Ty, make sure that you're closer to your microphone, just so we go. And let's move on next to Kishwan, who's also in that category. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Kishwan.
Hey guys, my name's Kishwan, pronouns he, him, and a little bit about me. I'm a freelance artist. I've recently been taking up murals. I've now been signed to a modeling agency, so I've been getting into a lot of fashion gigs. Recently got back from Milwaukee from a fashion show, in fact. And I also do youth development, so I also have my own after school matters program that I man from Thursday and Saturdays. And I also work with architecture firms and other nonprofits around Austin. So besides that, been really, really extremely passionate about expressing myself in different forms besides words. I feel like there's things, colors, and emotions can describe better than words, which is why one of my expressions have always been painting or making music. And I'm just glad to be here. And I just wanted to make sure that all the things that I've been continuously working hard at, whether it's staying disciplined, building a network, or just perfecting my craft, just make sure that I always stick a hand out to make sure that I'm doing the right networking, so I can make sure that when it's time for me to take my career to the next level, I can have that foundation, whether it's you around my age. I just like to make sure that I keep everything inclusive in terms of my development as a person in Chicago.
Cool. And sorry, I should have stopped you. And we'll have to do that with the next kids because we get a habit of like continuing. So Vanessa, do the best that you can to kind of paraphrase that.
Então, ele fala sobre... o Kishwan fala que ele... Fala um pouquinho dele, fala sobre os projetos que ele tem, fala sobre ser modelo e os outros projetos com desenvolvimento de juventude e trabalho com jovens que ele também faz em alguns dias da semana. E que, além disso, além dos trabalhos que ele faz, além dos freelances que ele faz, ele sempre foi muito apaixonado, ele sempre gostou muito, foi muito apaixonado em se expressar artisticamente. Então, ele usa muito dessa oportunidade que o YourPassion1st ele deu para fazer as conexões e para fazer... para se colocar um pouco mais no meio artístico que ele se vê que ele gosta.
Nice. And Leticia, tell us a little bit about yourself. Leticia is in the 14 to 19 area along with Nate. So Leticia, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Então a Letícia tá na categoria dos 14 ao 19. E então eu vou pedir, Letícia, fala um pouquinho sobre você pra gente.
Hey guys, are you hearing me?
Yep.
Okay. I am nervous and excited to be here. I actually am grateful a lot because, like Tai say, here in Brazil, it's very hard to have opportunities to follow your passion when your passion is art. So I'm really happy to be here to have this opportunity to meet you guys, and art. It's just my passion. I can't imagine my life without it. And oh, I'm sorry. And I hope that I okay, I'm sorry, I forgot the word.
It's okay. And you can speak, Leticia, if you want to speak Portuguese, we can have Vanessa translate as well if there's certain.
Okay, I think I will speak the rest in Portuguese.
Ok, Chuchu, você quer que eu já traduza já o que você falou em português, que aí você só continua o fio da meada?
Ok.
Ok. Então, primeiro, a gente. Tô muito grata de estar aqui, porque, como a Thaís mencionou antes, é muito difícil de seguir a sua paixão aqui no Brasil, quando a sua paixão ela é relacionada à arte. E eu sou muito apaixonada por arte, arte sempre esteve na minha vida, e eu sou muito grata. E eu sou muito apaixonada por arte, eu sou arte. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Hey, this is 2021 Zoom all over again. You know, everybody's out with it. So go ahead and continue.
Okay, now she's going to speak in Portuguese. I just wanted to translate the English part so she can move forward.
Sure.
Go on, Leticia.
Ok. Como eu falei, né, eu amo muito a arte, eu não imagino minha vida sem a arte, e ela sempre esteve na minha família, né, desde que eu nasci, eu sempre tive essa conexão com a arte por causa do meu pai, né, e da minha avó, da minha tia, todos eles sempre estiveram dentro da arte, seja na dança, seja tocando, seja cantando, e conforme eu fui crescendo, minha irmã mais velha, ela foi introduzindo mais ainda essa parte da dança na minha vida, né? E acabou se tornando algo que me ajuda quando eu estou mal, me ajuda quando eu estou feliz, me ajuda a expressar todos os sentimentos que eu tenho. E isso simplesmente me ajuda, né, a viver todos os dias, não importa as dificuldades que eu tenha. E eu espero que com essa arte eu consiga inspirar outras pessoas, né? Esse é meu propósito com a dança, inspirar outras pessoas a seguir os sonhos delas, né? A não desistirem e a sempre procurar expressar os seus sentimentos de alguma forma, né? Porque se você sente algo, se você pensa algo, aquilo merece ser ouvido, aquilo merece que as pessoas saibam, que as pessoas vejam e se inspirem com isso também.
Okay. So as I said before, I was always passionate about art. Art has always been part of my life, and since I was a kid, since I was born, through my dad and my aunt and my grandmother, it has always been part of my life. And as I was growing up, my older sister, she made me go deeper on the dance part. So I learned how to express myself, how to deal with bad feelings and good feelings, and just express everything that I'm feeling at the moment. So that is my purpose with art. Not to just express myself, but to help people, to inspire people to give the first step and start expressing themselves just like this. So this is what I want from art. I was always inspired by art, and I want to do the same.
Awesome. Very nice. And Nathan Urban Williams, tell us welcome and tell us a little bit about yourself as well.
Okay. Well, my name is Nathan Urban Williams. I'm 16 from Chicago, Illinois. I've been doing sneaker restorations for about 1.5 years now. That was my main source of income. I just been very passionate in the shoes since I was around 8 years old. And growing up, I really didn't have the funds to like go out and buy new shoes. So over time, I just learned up how to build skills to fix shoes and just make them look new again. So I turned that into a business, and now I'm just looking on the way to bring that to life within Chicago and try and better the world.
Nice. Short and sweet.
Yep.
Okay.
So, meu nome é Nathan, e eu tenho 16 anos, sou de Chicago, Illinois, e eu tenho trabalhado com restauração de tênis já faz em torno de 1 ano e meio. Eu sempre fui muito apaixonada por tênis, e eu não tinha as condições de ficar comprando tênis novos, então foi aí que eu tive que aprender a restaurar e fazer com que eles parecessem novos de novo. E essa é a minha maior fonte de renda. E desde então, eu tenho tentado transformar isso em um negócio e transformar o mundo num lugar melhor.
Awesome. So now we got a chance to hear from the young adults. So we're going to try to go back and play our video, and let's see if this works. And if this doesn't work, then we're going to just kind of keep it moving and improvise a little bit. But this video that you're going to see is just the first one from 14 to 19-year-old age.
Hey everybody, today you guys will know a little more about me, Maria, and my passion, which is art, and something else really exciting. So yeah, that's it. Let's go.
I always was this kind of kid very interested in communication, but mainly in the arts field. And my favorite place when I grew up, it was the arts museums. I explored my passion, investing a hard time in my techniques. I started with draws, and step by step, I was growing up as a person and a professional. And I got interested to bring both artistic and fact principles together. And I, an artist, I started building apps with design principles and code development.
I learned and I know how to create apps very well, and I am sure like no other, it's a very fun and creatively process which can help you create beautiful and meaningful solutions.
Hello, my name is Nathan Williams. I'm the owner of Nate Fixes Kicks, and today I'll be showing you guys a deep cleaning on a pair of Just Do It Air Force Ones. These will be getting done a deep cleaning and also a sole deoxidation process. As you can see, the soles have been revived. The uppers are clean for a fraction of the price of a new one.
Hi, my name is Jala. I'm 18 and I'm an artist. I'm a fine arts major at Columbia College Chicago, and painting and drawing is my main passion. I've been painting and drawing ever since I was a little girl. Well, I've always been creative. I've been doing things like I used to do duct tape crafts. I used to make paper dolls. I used to just do a whole bunch of creative things. So my main inspirations are nature, music, and I also find inspiration from the things around me, like the people or in events that may happen throughout my day. On my work, I like to play with the contrast of detailed elements and simple elements. Most of the time, it's a detailed face and a simple background or lots of simple elements throughout the painting or drawing. So lastly, I just wanted to say how grateful I am for this opportunity, and I really wanted to show how important it is for you to do whatever makes you happy and to follow your passions, no matter what happens throughout life.
Good evening, I'm DeVell Thompson. I'm 15 years old, and I'm speaking tonight on behalf of the Voices of Tomorrow. I recently witnessed a fight in my school that put a freshman boy in the hospital. It's traumatizing and overwhelming for a child to have to witness this at such a young age. It's disappointing and it's corrupting our youth, knowing that we aren't safe at our school, where the adults and administrators claim it's a safe haven for kids to get a good education. There have been at least 20 fights over the course of the last 3 months, and 5 of those 20 fights had students sent to the ER. Within the first 15 minutes of these altercations occurring at school, security guards are nowhere to be found. Until I start to see a change in the way our security, school, and parents handle these situations, the statement to me will remain a lie.
Hi, my name is Layla Ine Laws, and my pitch idea is this book that I made called Phantom. And this book is basically about this girl named Naeem who has an absent father. So she has to be the breadwinner. She has to be the person that people go to for advice. She has to be the parent. She feels like that. And because she's been taught that and had that mentality from a young age, she doesn't want anybody else to feel like that. So she wishes that no one feels the frustration, the stress, the anger, the sadness that she's felt for so many years. So because of that wish, she becomes a phantom. So I also made an artwork piece representing Phantom, and in the middle, as you can see, it's Naeem, and she feels she has all these colors around her, which are the colors that I made. And this is representing basically how I see the world and how I think some other people would see the world.
Nice. Cool. So that was the first 19, and what we wanted to do is just give all the young adults the opportunity to, so we can see that and give these guys a break for a second while we watch these videos. And Chris, go ahead and put on the next video. This is from our 20 to 24 range. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Vanessa. I'm so sorry.
Não, it's okay. Então, gente, antes do primeiro vídeo tocar, ele tinha falado só que a gente ia fazer um teste em questão dos defeitos, dos problemas técnicos que tinha dado antes. Mas deu tudo certo, deu tudo tranquilo. Então, eles introduziram primeiro, falaram um pouco sobre todos os competidores da Pitch Competition dos 14 aos 19 anos, tá? Daí, assim que terminou, ele só falou que a gente precisa, que iam começar a apresentar os de 20 a 24 anos.
But whether I accept her originality, I'm not always sure. We love what we visualize, but are visually impaired towards those who are beautiful without effort. Brutally constructive incisions that cause us to confuse the value of what's bought versus what's given, forgotten paths of how we as Black queens had once risen. I don't want to fall and have the forbidden fruit of society be bitten, but I will sing loudly the songs of old and embrace my melatonin. So forget them saying we must conform to their conformities, because black girl, what should you see?
Since I was a girl, I knew I wanted to be an artist. Understanding who you are sometimes is not the easiest part. When you come from a place where there's no professional opportunities for people like you, it turns out to be really frustrating. When I fear my fear is staring at me, I tell it just wait and see. I know who I'm gonna be, I know who I'm gonna be. The world's half asleep, it's gonna wake up and see. My main content is English versions of Brazilian songs, and it's something entertaining and also educative. And I want to use my skills and my passion to help others, to inspire and empower girls like me, and somehow change their realities through my voice. Here's a million to one. I'm gonna be that one, and you're gonna know my name.
My passion is actually watching, like, seeing athletes work out and how applying a different kind of stimulus affects their body. But who choose to do sports science was actually my mom. When I was in matric, I really struggled to choose what I wanted to do. I was so stressed, I had anxiety, it was really bad. I wanted to do law, I wanted to do medicine. My mom was like, since you enjoy sports and exercising so much, why don't you just go into sports science? Well, okay, let me take a chance. And I did, and I don't regret it.
Nice. Oh. All right. Exactly what happened is what I did not want to happen, which is technology got us again. So we got two videos that did not play, which is not a great thing right now. If you want to translate that, it's so bad.
Então, aconteceu justamente o que eu não queria que tivesse acontecido. A tecnologia pegou nosso pé de novo. Muito bom. Não, mentira, muito ruim. Então, simplesmente 2 vídeos não tocaram, gente.
So we are going to have to improvise a little bit here. And we're going to first start out with our younger adults, with Nate and Leticia. Okay?
Então, a gente vai ter que improvisar um pouquinho. A gente vai, então, começar com o Nate e a Letícia.
And so, Thais and Kishwan, if you want to go backstage for right now and just relax for a second, you can do that, or you're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to stay with us. Okay, so what's going to happen now is we have a couple of things that have changed since we have some tech issues or whatnot. We are going to go into a couple of questions, right? And both of you get the opportunity to. Okay, we just lost Nate for some reason. Okay, but it's okay. Oh, Nate, you're back. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So between Leticia and Nate, so we're going to ask you the same question. You get an opportunity to answer, and just tell us like you how you're feeling or whatnot. And these questions come from a young lady who's in our organization that thought of a couple questions that it would be nice to hear what you all thought. And the first question, and I'll let you translate, is going to be, what are you most proud of? And so while she's translating, we'll let you go first, Nate, and then Leticia. So go ahead and translate, Vanessa.
Então, a gente vai ter que improvisar um pouquinho. Nesse caso, então, aqui, gente, a gente vai fazer algumas perguntas para vocês, tanto para a Letícia quanto para o Nate. Perguntas que são feitas para esse momento mesmo, tá certo? Então, a gente vai deixar traduzir, mas eu queria que vocês fossem pensando na resposta de vocês. Do que vocês são mais orgulhosos?
Okay, so, and Nate, we lost Nate again? Okay, Nate?
Sorry.
Okay, it's no problem. Okay, so the question for you, and you're both going to get the opportunity to answer, what are you most proud of?
The thing I'm most proud of in my business, I would like to say, is probably that I got to learn how to be very responsible with money, and definitely taught me a lot of life lessons and how to be very financially independent and like
put things down for myself and learn to meet networking with people and stuff like that. Okay, awesome. And did you want to translate that, Vanessa?
Yes, please. Então, a respeito do meu negócio, a respeito do que eu trabalho, o que eu sou mais, o que mais me orgulha nele é o fato de que eu comecei que eu consegui ter muita independência financeira com ele. Então, eu comecei a ser muito mais responsável, eu comecei a organizar meu dinheiro de uma maneira melhor e aprendi a fazer conexões com as pessoas em prol do negócio.
Awesome. And just so we know, our judges are kind of listening for your answers. And judges, on a 10-point scale, kind of have your little pieces of paper there once we get done with the two of them, and then we'll ask you what you think, and that's how we kind of move on. So Leticia, Vanessa, you can translate that, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Então, o que a gente está fazendo é os nossos jurados eles vão escutar as respostas de vocês e vão anotar tudo num papelzinho, assim, para a hora que a gente precisar, eles já terem as respostas ou o que eles pensam, os comentários, os pensamentos deles a respeito da sua resposta.
Okay, and Leticia, what are you most proud of?
I will answer in Portuguese, okay?
Sure.
I think it's better. Acho que é uma pergunta meio complicada de responder com uma só coisa, mas o que me veio na cabeça em primeiro lugar foi da capacidade que eu adquiri com o tempo de transmitir os sentimentos que eu tenho enquanto eu danço, né? Eu lembro da minha primeira apresentação de dança, que eu estava muito, muito, muito nervosa, foi eu mesma que criei a coreografia, e eu nunca tinha feito isso antes, e eu dancei e expressei toda a minha alegria de estar lá no palco, e quando eu desci, eu percebi a energia da plateia, né? A plateia estava sentindo a mesma alegria que eu sentia, e toda a minha família estava lá sentindo a mesma coisa. Então, acho que o que mais me orgulha dentro da minha dança é essa conexão que eu crio com as pessoas que estão assistindo enquanto eu danço.
Vanessa, there you go.
Yeah. So it's a tricky question. It's hard for me to choose only one thing that I'm proud of when it comes to my art, my relationship with art. But I think it was the ability that I built with time that to express myself and to express my emotions through music and through my dance. I noticed that on my first presentation, I had never created a choreography before, and that was the first time I was doing it. And I was really nervous before going on stage, but as soon as I left the stage, I noticed the crowd, how they were, how their energy matched my happiness to be there, and that my family felt and was feeling the same energy, the same happiness I was. So I think that I am most proud of how I managed to express my feelings and share them with who's watching.
Excellent. Great. Okay. So judges kind of take that in right there. Take a little bit of that in. Okay. Next question is, and we'll start with you this time, Leticia. Where in the world do you want to travel and why?
Então, nossos jurados já podem pegar aí, já podem ir anotando as respostas, já podem ir internalizando isso. A gente vai para a sua próxima pergunta e ela começa com você, Letícia. Letícia, se você fosse escolher assim algum lugar do mundo para você ir, onde você iria e por quê?
Oh gosh. Acredito que eu não consigo escolher só um, na verdade, porque eu gostaria de viajar o mundo inteiro, mas eu consigo falar de 2 lugares que eu quero muito, muito, muito ir, que é Portugal, né? Porque eu sou descendente, né, de Portugal, então eu gostaria muito de conhecer aí o lugar da minha descendência, e também a África, porque eu amo a cultura africana, né? Eu acho muito lindo, né, as formas que eles têm de se expressar por meio da dança, né, a dança africana eu acho muito linda, e é um país, assim, que eu acho, que eu considero, eu levo como um exemplo para mim de luta, né, porque a África, ela passou por muita coisa, ainda passa, e eu vejo como eles ainda estão ali, né? Eles ainda conseguem manter uma certa felicidade quando tem festas, né, lá e essas coisas. Então, eu gostaria muito de conhecer esses 2 lugares.
I cannot choose only one. I would like to travel all around the world, but if I have to choose one, I would like to choose at least 2. I would love to visit Portugal because it's where my family comes from. I'm like a descendant from Portuguese, so I would love to see part of my history there. And I would also love to visit Africa because of like energy and African dances. And I think that the history of African people shows a lot of resilience. Posso falar assim, Letícia? Okay. Shows a lot of resilience, and there is a lot of emotion when people show their dances and express themselves through dances. Pode falar, meu bem.
Eu ia falar pra você falar guerreiros também. Guerreiros é uma boa palavra.
Okay. So,
Warriors.
Warriors. Okay.
Okay, awesome. And Nate, where in the world do you want to travel and why?
There's 2 locations. I would like to travel for personal reasons, probably just to London to see the scenery. Ever since a kid, I've always just been really like like, what's the word? I'm sorry. Very like, I've liked London for a long time. Like, I just like the scenery and everything, and then just like how it looks and everything, and how different it is from the United States. If anything, Chicago, where I'm from. So I've always wanted to go there. I feel like that's a place I don't hear a lot of people saying where they would want to go. My second place is probably Boston. That's where I think where the Nike no, it's Oregon. I'm sorry. Oregon is where the Nike factory is, and I would like to just see a lot of the shoes that I've worked on and where it all starts from, and just like the beginning of the route, like where I could just learn on, like, because I've worked on so many pairs of shoes. It's just like a great place for me to really see where everything comes together and starts.
Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, we got both of you have questions. All right. So again, because we're not going into the video part of this, so we're going to kind of throw a curveball to everybody here. So I'm going to select one of the judges right now to ask, and this will be the third question, to ask a question that both of you can answer. Actually, I'm going to ask a judge to ask a person a question and the judge to ask it. And it's not going to be the same question this time, but you can just, because this time you don't get a chance to listen to each other, you just actually have a question.
Ok, so o Nate falou que um dos lugares que ele gostaria de ir, ele tem 2 lugares que ele gostaria de ir também. Um que seria Londres, que ele simplesmente ele gosta do cenário, é muito diferente do que ele conhece nos Estados Unidos e principalmente na parte de Chicago. Então seria muito bacana. Ele sempre gostou, diz que sempre gostou desde criança. E ele diz também, nossa, eu super gostaria de ir para Oregon, porque é onde tem a maior produção de tênis. Então, eu tenho trabalhado com isso por tanto tempo, eu tenho restaurado tênis por tanto tempo, e eu gostaria muito de ver, de ter contato com onde as coisas elas realmente acontecem, elas se juntam uma na outra inicialmente. Julius, can you repeat the last part, please?
Yes, no problem. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to select 2 judges, right? And they're going to direct a question to the other person, or they're going to choose one person to ask a question to. And obviously, if the judge chooses one, the next judge has to choose the other person. But they can ask any question.
Então, o que vai acontecer agora vai ser que o Julius vai escolher vai escolher 2 jurados e cada um vai fazer uma pergunta para um jovem adulto. Então, não vai ser a mesma pergunta, vão ser perguntas diferentes, que aí um não tem acesso à resposta do outro.
Okay, so Leticia is a dancer. Nate is a shoe Nate, how do you say that? What is it? It's restoration. Shoe restoration.
I got it.
Go
ahead. Sneaker restorations. Come on, Julius.
Yeah, sneaker restorations. Okay. All right. So, I fired myself on that one. No problem.
Hey, good.
Okay. So, Jeff Cole, what question would you like to know from either Leticia or Nate?
I'll ask a question to Nate. What's kind of the most fun part, I guess, so is from a passion perspective about the shoes that you work on? It sounds like you mentioned some of the financial benefits, but what from a passion perspective is your favorite part of that, or what keeps you kind of going, continuing to do the work you do?
Honestly, I've been saying this since the beginning. I said this in the last competition from last year. My favorite thing is seeing the smile on customers' face, man. It just brings me more motivation and wanting to see how good I can be. If I could fix the beatest pairs of shoes like Julius said he had, and he'd never seen anybody ever wear them out. I just love seeing the smile on customers' face when they just see their shoes in brand new condition, so they don't have to go buy a brand new pair and spend $300 more or whatever they're gonna have to spend on a brand new pair of shoes. It's really just how the customer sees it at the end when I put my magic into it.
Awesome.
Thanks.
And Evia, so you have a question for Leticia.
Can I translate?
Yes. Terrible, sorry.
Então, a gente vai fazer uma pergunta. Então, a gente tem aqui, a Letícia é dançarina e o Nate, ele é um restaurador de... O Julius ficou um pouco enroscado ali, mas deu certo. Então, o Nate é um restaurador de tênis. E então o Jeff foi convidado a fazer uma pergunta para um dos dois. Então, ele pergunta pro Jeff. Ele pergunta pro Nate. Então, Nate, sem ver não olhando pela perspectiva financeira, olhando pela perspectiva de paixão, qual que é a parte mais divertida, qual que é a melhor parte de fazer o que você faz? E o Nate responde, é a reação do cliente. É a reação do cliente, a felicidade que o cliente ele fica, que ele tem, o sorriso no rosto do meu cliente. Então, às vezes ele tem algum par de tênis assim, ferrado, assim, que ele não consegue nem sair mais com ele na rua. E ele entrega na minha mão e eu restauro ele. E a reação dele quando vê aquele tênis todo restaurado, todo certinho, tipo, novinho, é o que mais paga, velho. Então, assim, sabe, é o cliente também saber que ele não vai ter que pagar $300 ou o que seja num par novo. Mas também a reação dele de felicidade quando ele vê aquele par restaurado.
Cool. Okay. And Evia, your question for Leticia?
All right. Should I ask? Can I ask in Portuguese?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So, Letícia, eu queria saber de você, se você não pudesse mais dançar, se a dança não fosse mais uma forma de você se expressar, o que você faria ou como você transmitiria todo o efeito e o poder que a dança tem em você se a dança não fosse a forma artística de expressão para você mais?
Uou.
Wait, one
Eu
second.
confesso.
Leticia, 1 second. Could you translate what the question was, Vanessa, so we know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, who wants to translate that?
Or
Well, I can translate my own question.
Yes, okay.
It was a great question. Wow.
That's fine. No, my question was, if she wasn't able to dance anymore, how would she express all the power that the dance has in her life? In what other ways she would be able to impact other people's lives if dance was out of out of her way, you know, if it wasn't a possibility? So.
Okay. Wow. All right. Leticia?
Muito boa pergunta. Na verdade, na hora que você falou, se você não fosse mais capaz de dançar, bateu um medo aqui, mas eu lembrei da minha última professora de dança, né, que ela me ensinou jazz, e ela adquiriu um problema na perna durante o período da dança dela, e ela era muito jovem, acredito que ela tinha entre 25 e 30 anos, né? Então a dança ela foi embora, entre aspas, né, na vida dela muito rápido, mas ela como professora era incrível, né? Eu aprendi muito com ela e ela me ajudou de inúmeras formas. Então acho que se eu não pudesse mais dançar de forma alguma, eu iria ser algum tipo de professora, né? Ou algum tipo de palestrante, algo assim relacionado à dança, porque eu vejo que quando se fala de dança, para mim, eu consigo encaixar ela em várias partes da vida das pessoas, né? Seja como terapia, seja como apenas um hobby, seja como carreira, seja qualquer arte, qualquer parte. Nossa, tô toda hora falando arte, perdão. Qualquer parte eu consigo encaixar a dança, então acho que isso seria uma opção muito boa, né? Que eu conseguiria impactar a vida das pessoas ainda, mesmo que eu mesma não pudesse praticar a dança, eu ainda iria conseguir transmitir isso para as pessoas.
Legal. Show. Obrigada.
So, Evie, did you want to interpret, or did Vanessa?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. So,
basically, she said that as soon as she heard my question, her heart beat faster and she got anxious. Like, you know, it really hit her. And she remembered, it reminded her of her last teacher, a jazz teacher. And she was saying that if she wasn't able to dance, she would actually be some sort of a teacher dancer, or she would talk about the power of dance in, you know, others. Basically that was it.
Okay, nice. All right, so you have heard from the young adults. I just want to say that I'm proud of both of you, Leticia and Nate. I think that, for my own personal opinion of spending time with you all for this last 30 weeks, basically, I've seen, you know, Nate, you've come all full circle. I've seen Leticia, you know, just feel the power of being alive and discovering something that you love. I've seen it both. I've seen it in both of you. And sorry, Vanessa, I gave you that long kind of diatribe, but I felt I needed to say that.
No, it's okay. Então, a gente escutou então as respostas da Letícia, a gente escutou as respostas do Nate. E, meu, a gente tá junto fazendo tudo isso já faz o quê? 30 semanas, né? E, cara, é muito, muito bom, muito legal ver como que vocês se desenvolveram. Então, eu vi o Nate fazer esse ciclo inteiro, eu vi a Letícia descobrir cada vez mais o que ela gostava de fazer, e é incrível fazer parte desse processo, é muito gratificante.
Okay, beautiful. And I'm going to throw one more curveball into everybody. This is what it's like being a DJ. It's a straight up remix right here. So this last is going to be Sony. You're going to ask a question, the last question, and you both will answer. And then judges will pick one. You just pick the person that you believe, and then we'll get on to the next stage. So Sony, what's the question, the last final question that you would like to ask both of them? So it's one question. Sorry, just
All right. Why should you win?
Okay. All right. Straight New York. That's what I love about New York. It's just like, shoot, straight there.
Então a gente vai fazer mais uma pergunta, porque assim, ser DJ é assim mesmo, gente. Tipo, fazer mais uma, fazer um remix ali, improvisar. Então, a gente vai deixar a Sony fazer mais uma pergunta que os dois podem responder, tá? Então, Sony, pode ir. E ela falou assim, por que você devia ganhar?
All right, so here we go. Who would like to answer first?
I'll go first, if that's cool. I'm ready. Yeah. So, one reason why I think, well, okay, I'm going to just say I would love to win because I feel like I've been doing this for about 1.5 years now, and I've had a lot of ups and downs in my road this year. I would love to finish the year out strong. You know, I've for 4 months I was sleeping on my friend's couch, and I picked up the business back in May, and I was just like kind of lost, like by myself, just trying to figure out life. You know, as a 16-year-old, I was over the summer just trying to figure out what to do. But you know, with good old support, you know, I just picked myself up and, you know, put my all into it and just went crazy with it over the summer. You know, I bought my own car with the business, and I just like really think if I get this $700 prize, I think that I can definitely put it back into my business and go crazier next year and just hope for the best.
Okay. Well, you heard from Nate. And Vanessa, you want to...
Então, eu vou falar bem a verdade, vou ser bem direta. Eu adoraria ganhar. Eu adoraria ganhar porque eu passei por muita coisa esse meio tempo. Eu tenho trabalhado com isso, com a restauração de sapatos de tênis, faz 1 ano e meio. Mas desde o começo desse ano, eu passei os primeiros 4 meses dormindo no sofá de um amigo meu. E eu só fui capaz de retomar os negócios, de retomar o meu trabalho em maio. Então, assim, tive muito apoio, tive muito suporte. E, assim, consegui evoluir bastante. Cheguei a comprar meu primeiro carro com o meu trabalho e com o dinheiro do meu negócio. E eu sinto, assim, que eu só tenho 16 anos e eu consigo colocar, assim, se eu ganhar esse dinheiro, eu consigo colocar ele no meu negócio, eu consigo, sabe, esperar pelo melhor, consigo torcer pelo melhor e tenho fé que vai dar certo.
Ok. And Letícia?
Eu tava me preparando para essa pergunta desde que eu soube que eu tava nas finais e eu achei que eu tinha uma resposta, mas agora eu acho que eu amaria, né, ganhar. É uma coisa que eu iria ficar com certeza muito feliz. E vendo todo o meu esforço, né, desde o começo do ano que eu entrei no YourPassion1st até agora, vendo como eu cresci, né, como vocês me ajudaram a ver a minha paixão de uma outra forma, e como vocês me ajudaram a crescer a minha mente, né, dentro disso. E vendo também meu esforço de ontem dos últimos dias, né, para as pessoas votarem e tudo, eu amaria ter essa recompensa, né, de ganhar. E como eu tive vários workshops, né, são 30 encontros e tudo, eu aprendi muito bem o que fazer com o dinheiro, né, se eu ganhar. E acredito que eu iria conseguir fazer uma diferença muito grande na vida das pessoas daqui onde eu moro, né, pelo fato de nós não termos aí muita oportunidade para dança, para arte no geral. Então, eu usaria com certeza o dinheiro para melhorar essas oportunidades, para ajudar de alguma forma as pessoas aqui de onde eu vivo que têm a mesma paixão da arte a conseguir seguir isso, né? Conseguir colocar isso na vida delas e colocar a paixão delas em primeiro lugar. Então, acho que eu gostaria de ganhar por causa disso, né? Pelo o quanto eu posso fazer com essa vitória, né? O quanto isso agregaria não só na minha vida, mas na vida das pessoas ao meu redor também.
I was preparing myself. I was trying to prepare myself for this question since I first heard that I was in the finals. But right now, Letícia, você falou pra caramba, hein? Muito bom. Eu vou tentar lembrar de tudo.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I just said that she said a lot, and I will try to remember everything that she said.
I will help you.
Okay, thank you, love. She said that okay, again. Since I was preparing for the finals, I was thinking about this question, but now that I'm here, I have something different in mind. After joining Your Passion First in the beginning of the year, I learned a lot about myself and how to develop myself and how to grow within the good and the hard times. And with that, I really think that if I win, I could use the money of the prize to improve not just my life, because it's something that really I worked really hard for it. I worked really hard the past week. I've been working hard for a while now, but I could also maybe do something for my
the other
community.
girl, the one with the
Oops, Nate. Nate, put yourself on mute. Put yourself on mute. Sorry.
I'm sorry. And then I think I could do something for people around me, because not just for me, but it's not easy for people in here to get in touch with the artistic means, and I could definitely do something about it if I won the prize. So I think that's my greatest motivation, and that's my greatest reason to win. Not to do just something for myself, but also for those around me.
Oh gosh, you are perfect. That was amazing. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. All right, so judges, you have heard from both of our brilliant young adults who deserve the world. And I'll just say that I'm happy I'm not in your shoes, which is why we selected you. So what you can do is think about it for 1 minute and put your selection in the chat, and then we will let everyone know what we think. And Chris Thomas, did you want to have some words while the judges are deliberating to themselves about who they would like to select?
Yeah, absolutely.
But hold on, because
Sure.
Vanessa wanted to translate. Yeah, I'm starting to catch myself.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you remember that. Sometimes I have to. Então, Juízes, jurados, vocês escutaram as respostas dos nossos brilhantes jovens adultos. E agora vocês têm que decidir. E eu estou muito grata por não estar no lugar de vocês, porque seria difícil. Então é para isso que vocês estão aqui hoje. Então vocês vão escrever, vocês vão pensar aí por um minutinho e vão escrever a resposta de vocês aqui no chat, tá? Antes da gente prosseguir, Chris, você quer falar mais alguma coisa? Você quer adicionar alguma coisa?
So while the judges are marinating on who they want to win, I want to read one of my favorite quotes because I think it really speaks to where these young adults have come and where they have to go in their lives.
Okay. Enquanto os jurados eles estão marinando aí nas respostas e em quem que eles querem que ganhe, eu gostaria de compartilhar uma situação que eu acho que encaixa bem com o que a gente está passando agora.
So and there's a picture up here that you can see. He's one of my heroes, Barack Obama. He said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." And I'm just so proud of you all for finding that change within yourselves and sharing that with the world and really impacting the world. And that's really what it's all about. So I'm just so proud of you all for putting your all out there and so grateful for all of the supporters that have tuned in to show love.
Então, Então, a citação ele vem daquele cara ali atrás. Não sei se dá para vocês verem, que é das pessoas que eu admiro muito, que é o Barack Obama. E ele tem uma citação que, não trazendo literalmente, mas só a ideia, não adianta ficar esperando a mudança vir de outros, você tem que você mesmo ser a mudança, né? Então, eu queria parabenizar já os jovens adultos por encontrarem a mudança dentro de si mesmos.
Awesome.
Okay. Judges, do you want to write your choices in the chat? And we will watch them come in.
Jurados, vocês querem já escrever as respostas no chat? Esperando elas chegarem.
And this is the private chat that you're writing in?
Private chat, yeah.
Vocês têm que colocar no chat privado, tá, gente?
They're still thinking. They're keeping us on needles and pens over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't get this one.
Okay.
So they're keeping us on pens and needles. A little nervous.
Oh.
Okay.
Então, colocando aqui, tô bem nervoso.
So, yeah. Okay.
Do it.
All right. So wait, hold on. So Sony, could you write the name? So it's either Nate or Leticia. So go ahead and write it in the chat. Right now it's a tie.
My heart is stopped right now, just so you know, Sony. I know. So.
Até agora foi empate, falta só a Sony.
And Leticia. So Leticia is the winner of the 15 to 19 competition, finals pitch competition. Congratulations, Leticia, for putting your heart there and everything that you've gone through this year. Nate, you have all the support, more support than you ever know. We're going to be there for you regardless of what. And that's for all the young adults. We're going to be there for you, but you've worked very, very hard. You should be proud of yourself and know that you have an amazing business and you're going to prosper because I'm going to be one of your customers right after the show for sure. And, but thank you for competing, Nate. And Leticia, again, congratulations. And I said a lot, so Vanessa, you can go ahead and translate.
Thank you.
God, it was really emotional.
Yes.
Então, assim, gente, é muito, assim, nem... Nate, eu queria agradecer muito você, tipo, você vai ter todo o suporte possível da gente. Todos os jovens embaixadores vão ter o nosso suporte, mas com certeza eu vou ser, por exemplo, eu vou ser um dos seus clientes. Assim que o show acabar, a gente vai conversar sobre isso. Eu queria agradecer por se manterem inspirados e parabéns.
Leticia.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Thank you guys. I'm just really grateful right now. Thank you, Dad. This is my dad.
Well, congratulations, Leticia. We're excited for you. We're happy for you, Nate. We're proud of you. You know, like I said, you've come a long way. And just know that this is the beginning, because we got a lot of people lined up that can support your business, especially after yesterday. You know, seeing what you had to do.
Thank you. All right.
Cool.
Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all, for real. I'm always going to keep going. So it's just congratulations, Leticia. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Let's just keep going.
All right. Awesome. Okay. So that was the 15 to 19 young adults. And then next up, we have the 20 to 24 young adults. All right, Leticia and Nate, you can leave the studio. Have a good night. Be safe. Thank you very much. And Vanessa. Okay. All right, Chris. And you know, I don't know. As we got the 20 to 24, we saw what just happened here. We have Tice Rico, who has worked very, very hard throughout the year. And then we got the defending champion, Keishwan Owens, right next to her, who's, you know, always going. I don't know what to say. Again, like I said, I'm happy that I don't have to be a judge, but I am happy that I got a chance to spend time with both of you wonderful souls and experience your passion. So regardless of what happens, you know you have our support, and we are super duper proud of both of you. Vanessa.
Então a gente tem aqui a Thaís, tem o Kishwan. E, gente, nossa, é muito incrível. Cara, a gente, assim, ter tudo isso, saibam que, independente do que aconteça, eu sou muito grato por conhecer vocês, por ter feito parte do crescimento de vocês, de a gente ter se conectado. Então, independente do que aconteça, saibam que vocês têm o nosso suporte.
Okay, so we're going to get right into it. So we're going to throw the first question. The most, for both of you, this is a question for both of you. The most interesting, strange food you've ever eaten.
Então a gente vai começar com a primeira pergunta, que vai ser respondida pelos dois, tá? Então, qual que foi a comida mais esquisita, mais estranha que vocês já comeram?
And we're going to start with ladies first, Thais.
Então a gente inicia com a Thaís, as damas primeiro.
That's a very peculiar question. But well, the most strange food and interesting. Well, when I traveled to Espírito Santo here in Brazil, I had an opportunity to taste. I forgot how can I say it in English. Caranguejo. Como que é caranguejo em inglês?
Crab.
Crab.
Crab?
Okay.
Oh
Yes.
no, I'm just
So,
trying. When I first traveled to Espírito Santo here in Brazil, I had the opportunity to try crab.
I said it in English, so you should translate it into
I think I'm getting tired. A bit tired. I'm so sorry. Quando eu fui viajar para o Espírito Santo aqui no Brasil, eu tive a oportunidade de comer caranguejo. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. No
So
problem. Okay.
in the restaurant, they bring it really, really in the hot, like in the.
Please.
Are you listening to me well?
Yeah, hold on one second. You're stay kind of close to your camera because it's there. And Chris, yes, Noah's.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Ty. So sorry.
So in the restaurant, they bring it inside of a bowl with hot water, and you have to crush it to take off all the meat that's inside, and it smells like eggs, but it tastes like fish, like shrimp. It's really good, but it was really strange and interesting because you have to eat it with your own hands, like no fork or knife or anything. They give you a small hammer that you going to use to crush it into it and then eat what is inside. It was a really interesting experience.
Okay.
Ok, então eles traziam, quando eu fui para o restaurante, eles trouxeram, né, os caranguejos, só que numa bacia cheia de água quente. Então, eles entregavam a bacia pra gente, a gente tinha que quebrar a casca do caranguejo e comer direto com as mãos, então sem talher, sem nada. Era muito gostoso, tinha cheiro de ovo, mas tinha gosto de peixe, tipo camarão, mas foi esquisito, porque, bom, tinha que comer com a mão, então, tinha que quebrar, eles davam um martelinho pra gente quebrar, então,
Okay. All right. And Kishwan, what was the most interesting, strange food you've eaten? And you're, yeah. Yep.
All right. So I've tried a lot of things I'm not a big seafood fan. So I tried things from crab, tried things from lobster. Not a real big fan of it. But one thing I've really, really sincerely resonated with as of late was a hot bowl specifically in Chinatown. I'm pretty sure some of you guys know Cermak Chinatown. So I'm a real avid Japanese fan in terms of anime and their style and all the scenery over there. So usually I gravitate towards Chinatown, anything pertaining to the Asian cuisine. But this one in particular had different ingredients that I can put in the hot pot. So backtrack. The hot pot is strong ramen, and they give you all the ingredients without putting it in a bowl, and you can request for whatever ingredients you like. So they'd have seafood options, they'd have poultry, beef, whatever you may have it in terms of vegetables, and they give it to you on a platter. And there's different deals whether you can get it unlimited or you can just get it for a fixed amount. So I got, obviously, since I love Japanese food, I made sure I got the all you can eat. So I made sure that I got all the meat they had because I'm not a big fan of seafood once again. So the thing about this was the broth. There were specific ways they made the broth. I was that day years old. It was like a year ago. I was 1 year old when I found out that you can actually make broth using bones of chicken and pork, and that really wowed me because usually I know that the cuisine over there is famous for the sushi and again all the seafood, but I didn't know that specific broths and specific ramen shops were made with the actual bones. So as they described to me different ways I can create my actual set hot spot, I made sure to try out everything except for the seafood one. I had a friend of mine test that out. Smelled it's pretty interesting. Um, but I settled upon the chicken broth, and I made sure I put beef, steak, turkey, um, some green onion. They had some radish. That was my first time actually eating radish. So that was pretty cool. And the ramen, it was either thick or real thin, like angel hair, or it was like right in the middle. I forgot what it was called. I usually settle upon calling it al dente because it's to my perfect texture. So I'd stand there for hours, but this place was pretty cool because they play anime in there, so we were welcome to stay, and that's something that was really peculiar to me at restaurants. And they had a TV set, and it was welcoming to the point where they don't want you to necessarily leave, but they also want you to enjoy your time there. Because usually, fast food restaurants, they're known for just giving you things and going out. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Cool. Okay, that's a little bit to get through, Vanessa. So I apologize.
No, it's okay. I got the idea. Então, a comida mais diferente assim que eu comi, assim, eu já tô acostumado a comer coisas de Chinatown, né? Então, o que acontece assim, eu não sou um grande fã de comida marinha, de frutos do mar, mas ainda assim, mas assim, tem um lugar em Chinatown que vende hot pot, então o hot pot ele é uma bacia com tipo uma sopa e você acaba tendo que mergulhar os seus próprios seus próprios ingredientes nessa sopa até ela cozinhar para você mesmo consumir. Então você faz o seu hot pot da melhor maneira que você quiser. E ele fala que ele testou bastante, ele sempre pedia carne vermelha, né? Então, diferentes partes da carne vermelha. Nunca ele disse que tentou basicamente tudo, testou basicamente tudo, os vegetais, os grãos, os tipos de macarrão e carne, tirando os frutos do mar, mas que teve um particularmente que tinha, creio que ossos, que o caldo ele era formado de ossos, e que foi essa, então, a resposta dele. Então, foi essa parte do hot pot.
Okay, great. All right, marinating on that. So, Tice was the crab, and Quichuan was ramen with chicken broth, with chicken bones and broth. The broth was interesting for you. Okay, next question. How do you cope with stress? We'll go Quichuan first. And Quichuan, make sure you're close enough to the microphone so that we can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay, yeah, it's cracking a little. Okay, go ahead.
How about now?
Better, much better.
Perfect. Okay, so how I cope, this is actually the reason why I went into art and started making music. Whenever I went into depression, one thing that always resonated with me was listening to music, and that is the reason why I have like a real good taste in music in terms of like Afro-Caribbean, jazz, blues, rock and roll, heavy metal, hip hop, indie, you name it, I listen to it. Even country, but that's another topic. So yeah, but one thing that really helped me get through a lot of my tough times was music. And I felt like that was a real good form of expression for me, because one thing that was really, really beneficial to me growing up was reading and literature. So I made sure that whenever it was possible, whenever I was going through things, whenever I couldn't have time to read a book, I always had a tune to listen to. And I felt like that in itself gave me the understanding that expressing myself through art was bigger than just listening to music, humming all day. And it was more so about understanding that the reason why these songs resonate with me from down to the beat, from down to the snare, is because these people speak their truths, and it just so happens to make sure that there's a melody intact. So once I started to go outwards towards painting and drawing and all that good stuff, I made sure to keep in mind that the emotions that strike me and the images that played in my head whenever I listened to those songs that kept me going, it was just something that I always incorporated into my drawings, and I always made sure that the colors that I felt was also something that I can be able to resonate with too, because I believe in
the color theory and need scope, I feel like when you see different colors, it strikes different emotions in you. And I feel like since, again, me going into art and using colors, I feel like putting colors on a canvas should be more than just it looks pretty. I feel like there's always going to be history behind a person's painting, whether it's $10 or $1 million. I feel like there's genuine history behind it. There's always a good story to listen into. And I feel like bringing it all back to coping, I feel like if you just take it one step at a time, whether it's from music and then transition into art and transition into public speaking or whatever it may be, I feel like it's important to always have a foundation. And that's mine.
Okay.
Então a pergunta do Julius tinha sido como que você lida com o estresse? E o Kishwan responde, então, essa foi a razão pela qual eu entrei no meio artístico, pelo qual eu me senti atraído pela arte. Sempre que eu me via puxando para depressão, algo que sempre me fazia sentir, me ajudava a lidar com tudo, era ouvir música. Então, creio que é por isso que eu tenho um bom gosto musical. Você pode falar qualquer coisa que eu vou falar, não, eu escuto isso. Então, ele menciona diversos estilos musicais e diz... Mas quando eu fui um pouco mais a fundo com isso, eu entendi que a maneira de lidar com a arte não era somente escutar as músicas, mas como eu também produzia. Então, eu comecei a tentar montar nos meus desenhos, montar nas minhas pinturas, o que eu sentia, a mesma coisa que eu sentia quando eu quando eu escutava as músicas. Então, isso vai mais do que só aquelas cores são bonitas ou isso daqui fica bacana, bonito junto. Era mais uma questão de, eu acredito que quando você usa diferentes cores ou quando você usa uma maneira específica de se expressar em tela, isso afeta a outra pessoa e te ajuda a se expressar, ajuda você a mostrar o que você está sentindo. E é assim que eu lido com o estresse, por meio da arte.
Okay, Thais, how do you cope with stress?
Singing. Singing was always a therapy for me since I was a kid. If I was pissed off with my mom, if I had a stressful day, I would just lock myself in the room, put on the radio out loud and sing along. And it was always something that helped me to not just express myself, but put my feelings out and relax. This was also something like learning new songs. It was also something that would help me a lot. And it was also something that helped me to learn English. And so dealing with it, stress, and using music to as a way to escape of whatever feeling I was having at the time helped me not just to release the stress, but also to develop myself. So singing was always something, a key for me.
Okay. All right. So you heard from both of the young ambassadors there. Now we move on to this next section where our judges get the opportunity to ask one of the contestants, young ambassadors, a question.
Então, a gente acabou... então, assim... Thaís, e como é que você lida com o estresse? E a Thaís diz, cantando. Então, não é uma maneira só de eu me expressar, mas para eu colocar tudo que eu sinto para fora. Então, desde criança, eu tava brava com a minha mãe, eu tive um dia estressante, eu me trancava dentro do meu quarto, eu colocava a música do rádio bem alta e eu cantava tudo que eu estava sentindo para fora. E isso acabou me ajudando não só a, lidar com o estresse, mas isso também foi uma ferramenta na hora de eu aprender inglês. Então, foi bem útil e até... Thaís, me ajuda.
Então, basicamente, desde então, a música não foi só uma forma de eu me expressar e liberar esses meus sentimentos, mas também de me desenvolver. Então, cantar sempre foi a chave para mim em tudo.
Thank you. Obrigadinha.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to start with Evie this time. And who would you like to direct your question to?
Kishwan.
Então,
Did
a
I
gente-
pronounce it right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. My question for you is, what you love about yourself?
All right, that's a really good question. One thing I love about myself is honestly my ambition, and I feel like that term is an umbrella term that relates to my loyalty, that relates to my innovation, and relates to my leadership skills. I feel like without ambition, I wouldn't be able to get up in the morning and be better than what I was yesterday. And what I mean better than what I was yesterday is being more empathetic, being more open, being more creative, and being more hardworking in terms of making sure that the people who are around me who look like me are getting the same experiences out of life and making sure that they have a foot in the industry, whether it's just me talking to people for them or them going to events. I feel like it's really key to make sure that at the end of the day that there has to be a driving force behind everything that I do. And it all starts with ambition.
Thank you.
Então chegou no momento que a gente fala sobre, que a gente passa a tocha assim pros jurados, para eles fazerem perguntas direto pros jovens embaixadores. Então a gente vai começar com a Ívia. E ela faz a pergunta: o que você ama em você mesmo? E o Kishman responde: minha ambição. Porque eu digo assim, a minha ambição, porque é o que... Se eu não tivesse ambição, eu não teria como levantar da cama e fazer o que eu preciso fazer todos os dias. Então, é a minha ambição que me torna uma pessoa melhor. E como uma pessoa melhor do que ontem. E quando eu digo uma pessoa melhor do que ontem, eu digo uma pessoa mais com mais empatia, uma pessoa mais decidida, uma pessoa mais acolhedora, ou uma pessoa melhor. E eu quero ter certeza assim que as pessoas que estão à minha volta, elas têm as mesmas as experiências, elas saibam, tenham apoio com essas experiências. Então é a minha ambição, o que eu mais amo em mim, porque ela rege tudo da minha vida.
Okay, great. And I'm going to go with Sony in this. Your question would be for Tice. What question would you like to ask Tice? Sony, you're muted.
Então, a pergunta vai ser para a Sony. A Sony que vai fazer a pergunta, então, para a Thaís. Qual é a pergunta que você quer fazer a ela?
Okay, so you have to hit your mute button, Sony. It's down on the left. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, it worked. I was pressing Command D. I was trying everything. It wasn't happening for me, but it worked. It worked. Okay.
So your question is for Thais.
My question is, if you were to win, what would you do with your winnings?
Structure. I've been working to be more clear. This year, through Your Passion First, I developed myself a lot. I learned new skills, how to make a living of my passion. And like 2 months ago, I decided to get up my job to really dedicate myself fully to my music, to really like do what I love. And there's still a lack of structure that I need to produce my music, to produce my videos. I do the best I can with the resources I have, but this prize is going to help me a lot to build up a better structure so I can do better videos and also produce better content for my clients, for the people that I am inspiring. I am actually working with songs that I make English versions of Brazilian songs. That's a way that I found to teach Brazilians how to teach English to my mates in Brazil. And music is what helped me to learn English. And I think it's one of the best tools that we have because it's easy to memorize, it's easy to remember. If you listen it again and again, you're going to remember a lot of words. So I found it a good way to develop people around me, to give this opportunity that I had to learn English to the people around here in Brazil, and also to do what I love. So with this prize, it would help me to build up a better structure so I can do my job.
Então, a pergunta da Sony foi: o que você vai fazer? O que você faria com o dinheiro do prêmio se você ganhar? E a Thaís diz: estrutura. Trabalhar com estrutura. Eu vou usar palavras melhores, então eu vou explicar. Eu saí do meu trabalho recentemente para conseguir me dedicar completamente ao que eu amo. E com isso, me faltam ainda alguns materiais, me faltam alguns recursos. Eu faço o melhor que eu posso, então, com a música e com as gravações e com vídeos, mas ainda assim me falta muita coisa que eu conseguiria fazer caso eu ganhasse esse prêmio. No caso, criar materiais melhor, criar um material melhor para cliente, para pessoas que assistem, porque eu trabalho com versões em inglês de músicas brasileiras, que foi uma ferramenta na hora de ensinar outras pessoas a aprender inglês, e música é uma maneira muito, muito rica de se aprender um idioma novo, porque você pode repetir, de novo. Então, é muito útil, e eu acho que é uma ótima ferramenta. Então, o que eu faria com o dinheiro, em suma, seria trabalhar, ajustar e
construir uma melhor estrutura.
Obrigada. Não era, eu tô procurando a palavra, não tá vendo.
Relaxa, tá bem tarde aqui no Brasil.
Obrigada.
Okay. Excellent. All right, so we've heard it. Yes, you both sound amazing. I'm feeling like it's feeling pretty good right here. Now we have one last question that both of you will answer, and we will go to Mr. Jeff Cole to deliver it right after Vanessa translates what I just said.
Então, a gente ouviu dos dois jovens embaixadores. Agora a gente vai escutar o que a última pergunta vai ser, que vai ser respondida pelos dois.
All right, last question for you both. Who is your biggest inspiration and why?
Okay, so we'll start with Thais. Okay. I forgot. Yeah, I was about to say, that's right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. She's like,
if it's okay, if it's two people. Well, first of all, my mom is my biggest inspiration because she is a very fighter woman. She always taught me to do my best of everything that I do, and she's a fighter and my biggest inspiration in life. Not just because she is a fighter, but because she gives her best in everything that she does. Even if it's like washing the dishes, she is the best washing the dishes. So she is really my biggest inspiration. And the other one is my husband. He is an example for me of someone who came out of nothing and built up a good life for himself and is helping his family. I'm sorry. And they are so close to me because I can see they working hard every day and every time with their passion, with their love. My mother is a teacher. My husband is an entrepreneur. He works with many things, but mainly to help people who came from where he came from. And I'm very inspired with them because I want to do it too. I want to help women like me to develop themselves, give opportunities for them. I want to be a fighter like my mom, dedicate myself and do my best in everything that I do. And I want to really make a living of what I love, as they both do. So they are my biggest inspiration and the people that is my mirror.
Então, a pergunta do Jeff é: qual é a sua maior inspiração? Respira, Thaís. Qual a sua maior inspiração e por quê? I just told Thaís to breathe a bit. E aí a Thaís, ela disse: eu não posso escolher um só. Então eu vou com duas pessoas. A primeira é minha mãe, porque a minha mãe, ela é uma mulher muito batalhadora e ela sempre é melhor no que ela faz. Então, independente do que ela decide fazer, ela é melhor naquilo. Então, ela vai lavar a louça, ela é melhor naquilo. Então, não tem jeito. E a outra, e assim, ela sempre tá ali para mim, ela sempre me inspirou bastante. E a outra pessoa é o meu marido. Então, meu marido tá ali sempre comigo. Meu marido, ele é um empresário. E ele trabalha com várias coisas, mas principalmente em ajudar pessoas que vieram do mesmo lugar que ele. Ambos trabalham com o que eles são apaixonados. A minha mãe é professora e eles trabalham com o que eles gostam e eu quero ter a possibilidade de trabalhar com isso também, trabalhar com o que eu amo, fazer da minha paixão uma coisa rentável. E não só isso, mas também inspirar pessoas que são como eu. Então, inspirar mulheres que vêm de onde eu venho, inspirar mulheres como eu. Eles são as minhas maiores inspirações e eles são muito próximos de mim. Então, são essas as minhas. É essa a minha resposta.
Okay, awesome. And Kishwan?
If it's fair, could I choose to? All right.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, the person who really got me started on my art journey was a man named Keith Haring. And he actually inspired a lot of the things that I do in terms of expressions and bringing about messages through paintings and through colors. I feel like that's one of his most iconic things was that purple, not the purple, the pink triangle, and it's silence equals death, and that was part of the HIV campaign. And he he passed from that. And I felt that in his time that he did have here, he made a lasting impact. And one thing that stood out to me the most is that he made himself and his art accessible to everyone around him. And he created a beloved community within New York during those hard times when people like him were outcasted for having HIV, even though he knew that that was just something that didn't necessarily determine him and what he brought into the world. And I feel like I can really resonate with that simply because there's people around me who are going through hardships, and I simply just want to be that beacon of light at the end of the tunnel for them by expressing myself through the things that I do best, which is my art, and that comes in many different forms, which is from music to doing youth development with my kids to doing paintings. And honestly, I just wanted to make sure that at the end of the day, it's not really about me. It's about the things that I've been inspired by and the stories that I want to tell. So being able to be around people a lot and hear people's stories and how life affects them and how I can be able to internalize that for the better and make sure that the messages that they want to portray are out there, because there's a lot of unheard voices, and I want to just make sure that there's things that need to be said and brought to the table. It's time to have those uncomfortable conversations, and I feel like that's where I step in terms of bringing my vulnerability to the table in exchange for people to bring theirs to the table so we can be able to honestly bring about a better environment for us all, which transitions into my grandmother, because she was the one person, she was also my best friend. She recently passed, and we were both Cancerians. So I wanted to make sure that one thing that she upheld was a sense of duty to the people, and she was more like a public servant to me. And she's the main reason why I go into nonprofits and I try to help people in my community, because no matter whether she was good, bad, she always made sure that the person next to her was straight. And I felt like that was one thing that's really important for everybody to understand, is that at the end of the day, it's always about the impact that you leave. And I just wanted to make sure that everything that I do from today, before and after, is always in remembrance of people who aren't afraid to speak up, and I want to just be the voice for people who don't.
So Keith Haring and your grandmother. So go ahead, Vanessa. I'm so sorry. That was a bit.
No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. Please say the name of the first person again.
Keith Haring.
Keith Haring. Thank you. Então, bom, eu posso escolher duas pessoas também e ele... Tudo bem, pode escolher. Então, a primeira pessoa que ele escolheu foi o Keith Haring, e porque foi a pessoa que introduziu ele à arte, né? Então, introduziu ele à arte em pequenas coisas e principalmente em um movimento que relacionava pessoas com HIV. Essa pessoa ela recentemente se foi, e baseado nas memórias dele e no que ele deixou, o Kishan diz que se inspira muito nas relações que essa pessoa construiu, na que ele construiu, e no legado que ele deixou, em como impactava as pessoas, e não fazia as coisas sobre ele, mas fazia sobre as pessoas que estavam ao redor e como elas eram impactadas por tudo. E a segunda pessoa era a avó dele, que também recentemente faleceu, mas que eles eram como unha e carne, e por conta de todo o apoio que ela já deu para ele, e foi aí que ele começou a se basear, e foi aí que ele começou a tomar as atitudes de fazer trabalhos voluntários. Então, não só normalmente fazer sobre ele, mas fazer sobre as pessoas que estão ao redor dele e com o impacto que isso causa nas outras pessoas de maneira positiva. Então, com empatia e suporte e apoio.
Okay, so judges, you have heard from the young adults while you are deliberating on who will be the winner of $1,500 extra dollars in their pocket going towards their passion. We just want to give a huge honorable mention shout out to Jayla Rice and Cleveland Clark, who very well could be sitting in the seats right here. They came very, very close to in both categories, so we wanted to make sure that they were recognized, and for them and all of the young adults that that weren't in this position that you are in, that keep on going, keep doing what you're doing, keep using your bright minds and change the world, because I've seen it this year one way or another in all of you. But Jayla and Cleveland, honorable mention, congratulations for doing what you did in your videos, and your talent was awesome.
Então, a gente escutou agora dos dois jovens adultos, né? Respostas incríveis. E eu queria dar um grito, então, já antes da gente ir para as votações, eu queria dar um grito, um berro aqui para o Cleveland e para... Can you say the other name, please?
Jayla.
E para Jayla, que estiveram muito perto de estar aqui nas finais hoje e se esforçaram bastante, deram tudo de si. Então, assim, queria mostrar assim, o apoio, o suporte e falar que vocês estão de parabéns por tudo que vocês fizeram até agora, por todo o caminho percorrido.
Okay, Chris, anything before and while the judges are deliberating?
Yeah, I definitely want to give some shouts out, and I'm going to say this somewhat fast. So if you guys can't translate this, I understand, but we want to be cognizant of everyone's time. I want to give just shouts out to everyone that showed us love, right? From the beginning to today. There's some organizations outside of just the volunteers and the shows of love, but there's some organizations that really made this week possible and Saturday possible. Shout out to Jeff, who is one of our judges, but also to OneSpan. Thank you. to Light of Loving Kindness, thank you so much for all of your work with the workshop volunteers and managing the whole behind the scenes outreach to everyone. Cassandra Powell, they're doing amazing things with mental health here in Chicago. Shout out to Advanced Resources and Advanced Group, the whole group of companies. They've been doing amazing things for about 20 years in HR and recruiting, and still up to great things. So thank you to them. Elevated Services here in Chicago, and I think I hit on all of them.
Wisdom Not, definitely Wisdom Not.
You're right, Wisdom Not and Mi Casa Holiday, the whole Mi Casa Holiday family. Julius the Mad Thinker in the house. Thank you for your energy, your spirit, brother, just your undying love for wanting to do great.
Oh, thank you, Chris, for being you, because I wouldn't be here, if it weren't for you. And Instagram, I guess I should say that too, because I saw Your Passion First on Instagram. So big shout out to Instagram. And all of Mi Casa Holiday family. It's made up of the travel and music community, so many brilliant artists, all of the DJs and culinary, sports, family, and they all have been tuned into the young adults and everything else outside of the music. And slowly but surely, they're coming in, because there's one thing that all of us artists can relate to, and entrepreneurs, is passion. And I would say that even the 9-to-5ers, there's, even if you didn't necessarily choose your path to be your passion, everyone that gravitates towards us, they believe in it enough, because they become those who are supporting what we're doing, because they understand what we're going through. And I will always love all of my 9-to-5ers that join us on the holidays, and all of our, because it's all of us together. We need everybody to be together. Everybody plays a certain role, and it can't function without all of us. So I appreciate everyone. And now, the moment that we have been waiting for.
Do we want to attempt to translate that, Vanessa? How do you feel?
You could just say we love everyone.
Ok. Ele ama todo mundo, tá, gente? Não. Eles fazem alguns agradecimentos, eles agradecem todas as organizações que acreditaram neles e deram apoio e suporte para o projeto. Muitos nomes para serem mencionados, muitos nomes para serem agradecidos. Mas, assim, no geral, tem muito amor envolvido, tem muito carinho, muita gratidão. E vou deixar eles terminarem para a gente saber qual que vai ser o resultado.
Okay, all right.
Let's do it this time, all at the same time. Like, don't wait, judges, for the other person to put it in the chat. Let's just all throw it in there at the same time. All right.
All right, here we go.
Gente, então não é para vocês esperarem a outra pessoa colocarem no chat, tá? Tipo, coloquem ali direto.
All right, so we have a winner. It's 2-1.
And the still reigning champion.
The defending reigning champion, Keishwan Owens, by a nail biter. Tice.
Hey, shout out to Thais. Listen, Thais, I met her before our program even started, when we were doing an editing, and I promise you this is not a loss for you. I promise you, because I know what you're up to, and I'm very proud of you for continuing to push through. I know what you're up, and I'm here. Me and Julius are here to support you, and whatever that's going to be, and you know that. So know that no matter what, you are a winner. You could celebrate a little bit with your sis, but no, don't. This is not a loss. This is still a win, and we hope to see you back next year too.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tice, your work ethic is amazing. gosh, I mean, I've so many times through this entire project, things that I've been thinking, you've already asking questions about things that should come next. And that instinct you can't really teach. That's something that you have inherently. So just keep on working and you're going to go far, and you have all the support with us. Just know that.
Então, a gente tem já o vencedor aqui da competição, mas vamos dar um grito aqui para a Thaís, tá? Porque a Thaís, Thaís, você veio muito longe, você fez do possível e impossível. Então, assim, não encare isso como uma perda, tá? É sempre um ganho. É sempre um ganho porque você se desenvolveu horrores. Essa coisa que você tem de sentir, esse instinto que você tem de saber o que fazer, então, na próxima hora, onde você está sendo guiada, isso não se ensina, isso é dentro de você mesmo. Então, o que você tem não é pouco. A gente espera te ver, então, no próximo ano de novo no projeto. E a gente está aqui para você. Então, o Chris diz, o Julius, todo mundo, a gente está aqui, está torcendo por você e vai dar tudo certo. E, de novo, não é uma perda, não é o fim, é só você tem um grande caminho pela frente.
So awesome, Kishwan. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Tyson. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying thank you. It was really amazing to work with you guys this year. I learned a lot, and I know that I have a great path ahead. I'm still going to do my job. I'm still going to do my best, and hope to see you guys next year to work more.
Awesome. Yeah, congratulations, Thais, and just for all the young adults out there, and for Kishwan and Thais, for I think the 16 young adults that went through the effort, whatever they had to do, put their priorities aside, to actually create videos and get there. You both did all of that and got to this final round here. And for even those who got into the contest, there was, another 20, 30, 40 people who heard about it and then didn't even get this far, right? So it takes a grandiose effort when you're following your passion, and both of you have really shown that, you're not just talking, you're really wanting to follow something that you love. And we're here, that's what this program's here, is to support you on that. Kishwan. Oh, damn, I forgot that. Vanessa, if you want to translate a little bit of that.
Então a Thaís diz, não, eu sou grata, eu quero muito participar no próximo ano, espero estar junto no próximo ano. Eu trabalho duro para conseguir fazer meu trabalho, eu trabalho duro para poder seguir a minha paixão, os meus sonhos, e isso já é incrível. O Julius continua dizendo que, de novo, não é uma perda, que ela traçou um caminho incrível, um caminho longo, e que ele realmente acredita e fala para todos os jovens adultos, né? Gente, não é o final. Então, vocês vieram até aqui, então, todo mundo que participou do projeto mesmo, sabe? Não só quem chegou aqui na final, que é o Kishwan, que é a Thaís, mas, assim, todo mundo que chegou a enviar os vídeos, sabe? Vocês estão de parabéns. Porque teve muita gente que ouviu falar dos vídeos, ouviu falar do projeto e não tomou nenhum passo. Vocês não estão esperando a vida acontecer. Vocês estão indo e estão fazendo as mudanças das suas vidas por vocês mesmos. Então, vocês estão de parabéns simplesmente por tomar a atitude e vocês vieram muito longe.
Kishwan, congratulations. How do you feel?
I don't know how to feel. It doesn't really resonate. It doesn't really set in. Because I played sports. Usually when I catch my W, it doesn't resonate until I'm on the way home. And I'm hearing everybody talk about, yo, you did good. Congrats. And I'm hearing everybody about how the roles that they played. And It really feels good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not usually the guy who have like a speech whenever I win and just show up, work hard, show out, bow, say thank you, and I'll see you guys.
All right. Okay. Thais and Kishwan, thank you both. You're both amazing. And judges, Jeff, Evia, and Sony, you all are extremely busy. So thank you for taking our phone call and pushing out time that I know that somebody else could have taken that time. So we really, really appreciate you taking the time to be with us, and because you guys are examples like everyone, right? You took the time, they'll take the time. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff, and OneSpan, and Sony, for sure. Give a hug to my boy, Tony. And Evia, I look forward to meeting you in the future. And all of Mi Casa Holiday family, thank you all. And Chris, you're going to leave us with...
I was going to wait for them to translate, and then for sure.
Então, o Julius pergunta pro Kishwan, e aí, como é que você está se sentindo? E ele fala, eu não sei como me sentir. Eu costumo praticar esporte, sabe? Então, assim, quando eu ganho ou quando acontece uma coisa legal, eu não cai a ficha até eu chegar em casa. Então, tô no caminho de casa, então enquanto eu não escuto todo mundo falando, não, muito bem, você fez bem, deu tudo certo, nossa, você conseguiu, ainda não cai a ficha. Então, por enquanto, assim, o que eu faço, assim que acontece alguma coisa, eu apareço, aí dá certo, aí eu agradeço e vou embora. E aí, no caminho, no processo, aí a ficha vai caindo e aí tudo acontece. O Julius, ele agradece todo mundo que está participando, agradece os jurados, agradece os jovens adultos, agradece a participação e o apoio de todo mundo. Fala que assim, todos os jurados são pessoas muito, muito ocupadas, então ele agradece de novo pela atenção, pela dedicação deles estarem aqui ainda, não só por terem atendido a ligação, mas por ficarem, né? E pergunta para o Crazy, você quer finalizar de alguma maneira?
All right.
I'm going to leave y'all with two quotes. One from the one they call Hove, the greatest. And he says, "9 to 5 is how you survive. I ain't trying to survive. I'm trying to live it to the limit and love it alive."
Evia, talvez você seja mais... talvez... Eu não sei como.
Yeah. Chris, can you read it again? 9 to 5?
Absolutely. By Hove, Jay-Z, one of the greatest, one of my favorites. It goes, 9 to 5 is how you survive.
Das 9 às 5 é como a gente sobrevive.
I ain't trying to survive. I'm trying to live it to the limit.
Eu não estou tentando sobreviver. Eu estou tentando viver no limite.
Obrigada. Thank you.
And as I always like to end it, y'all, you know how passionate I am, and I want everyone to really follow that same inspiration inside of them. But the one thing I always want everyone to remember is that in order to achieve your dreams,
you gotta follow your passion first, baby.
That's it, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we're just getting started. So excited to see what's in store next year.
All right. Thanks, Jeff, OneSpan, Evie, Sony, Vanessa, Thais, Kishwan. All right, you guys take care. Have a great night. And everybody out there, thank you for tuning in.
Muito obrigada por todo mundo que participou. Ele agradece novamente todo mundo. E o último post dele é o que ele sempre fala no final das reuniões, que para você conseguir alcançar os seus sonhos, você tem que seguir a sua paixão em primeiro lugar. Então ele agradece a todos por assistirem e diz que ainda vai ter mais nas próximas. Então Muito obrigada de novo.
All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Sony. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Till next time.
All right. Till soon.